Sobat Kompor, selamat berjumpa kembali dengan kami, para om-om yang pengen ngobrol. Hari ini saya ada tamu istimewa, tiga orang pakar dunia malware. Nah, sebelah saya ada Pak Boris, kemudian
Svetlana.
Oke. Kemudian ada Om Alfon.
Halo.
Om Alfon. Untuk berikutnya interview kita akan kita lakukan dalam bahasa Inggris, ya. Jadi karena
Soalnya nggak bisa bahasa Rusia.
Om saya tidak bisa bahasa Rusia, Om Boris tidak bisa bahasa Indonesia. So,
Nama saya Boris.
so we call our channel it's Uncle Tom. The uncle in Indonesia we call it Om, like in Netherlands, Om. So we call you Om Boris, Om Alfon, and
Oma.
Auntie, Tante.
Tante. Tante Lana.
So, Boris, can you present yourself to our audience? What?
Our company is an antivirus company. We are more than 20 years old. We work in Russia. We focus on fighting malware and fighting those who create the malware. This year we try to open the Indonesian market. This is why we came to explore the situation and to find possibilities to get more acknowledged with the threats that Indonesians face.
There's one interesting thing about this company that you say you're not only fighting virus malware, but you're also fighting who made the
Yes,
virus.
it is during these 20 years of our work, we understood that it is very hard to fight the malware itself, because malware is part of economic crime, so without discovering criminals, without fighting them, it is very difficult to find the malware itself. And of course we are not law enforcement, but we can also fight the criminals in say peaceful means, discovering their infrastructure, and resisting to their infrastructure, letting people who are attacked by malware know more about their methods, about their actions, which are very often covered by social engineering. And I think fighting both is much more successful than fighting just malware.
Jadi Boris ini pernah membuat ransomware di Rusia. Ya. Dia tangkap, ya kan? Dia identify, orangnya lari ke Spanyol.
Waduh.
Dari Rusia lari ke Spain, ya kan? Dikejar sama dia.
Sampai ke Spain.
Kejar, kasih ke polisi, akhirnya dapat.
Interesting. Are you aware about the ransomware attack in Indonesia recently?
Yes, we of course I've been a victim of that attack as well.
Okay.
Because the date the attack happened, I was living in Indonesia, and I found that according to the data that the Indonesian Immigration Service has, I'm still in Indonesia since my last coming.
Waktu PDN itu dia di Bali.
Sedang di Bali.
Nah,
berarti
terus
korban.
Jadi korban, dia nggak bisa ke Bali. Dia
Also
juga
the victim
belum
of the
keluar.
ransomware. You cannot go out. Yeah, okay. It's a sad story actually. Yeah. So what do you think about what we can do to fight this ransomware. Of course, we can use also antivirus, anti-malware, but we know that
the main thing is to educate users.
Yeah, can I take a word? Because now we just depict that there is a lack of specialists that can protect the companies and, for example, education system. And we hope that in future years, Indonesia will, put some efforts to educate personnel and students, for example, just to have a very strong security specialist. Because now we have depicted that there are a lot of, ethical hackers around Indonesia, but there are no specialists who can
So you
protect.
we need more human resource. Yeah.
Involved in building the security obstacles to criminals. I wouldn't say that Indonesia is much different from other countries in this sense, because people know that security is very important, but important security must be implemented, and the implementation of the security sometimes is quite difficult to understand and quite difficult to enforce. We will do our best if we succeed to let people know what should be done, that no cyber incident ever happens in their enterprises or in their universities.
They plan to make some research center here and train Indonesian about the malware, how to analyze. Maybe in September.
Hope, yeah, maybe earlier.
Earlier this year.
Yeah, they send their technician, their lead technician, their lead analyst here. Igor, I know him. He is very good, and he can give us a lot of
knowledge and training people. Yeah, so that's good. But one thing we analyzed from last attack, that it's lack of discipline. Lack of discipline for following procedure. So what do you think about that?
Yes, this is exactly the biggest problem in security. You may have the best antivirus, you may have the best intrusion detection, but if you have undisciplined stuff, you will be hit, because nobody can resist to an intruder having the administrator's password, and exactly this is the cause of many problems, and this is what we would like to explain to as many people as possible, and of course back up with our solutions to help to analyze, to understand what the malware is, who possibly could have been done it, and how to resist to it.
Sebagai informasi ya, who is Dr. Web?
Okay.
Dr. Web is only two security company in Russia. The first is Kaspersky, the second is Dr. Web. But when I talk to people, then I just ask them, do you know KGB? Do you know FSA, KGB? Then Dr. Web is provide security for FSA and KGB.
Oh, that's interesting. we know Kaspersky, we are familiar.
But in Russia,
with Kaspersky.
Dr. Web is the company who trusted by KGB and FSA. Jadi dia dipakai sama-sama dinas
oleh KGB
rahasianya.
dan FSA. Interesting.
Yes, as the Russian company, we have to be trusted by security organizations, of course, because we are the only companies that ensure the cybersecurity in the anti-malware field. So we have to pass all certifications made by them to make sure that the product is good, that there are no security flaws there, no vulnerabilities. So we come with a very robust and reliable product.
So you will come to Indonesia. When will you play? When what is your plan of scheduling to the operation in Indonesia? Is it?
We are looking for people, technical people who could be the core of our laboratory that we would like to place in Indonesia to know better the Indonesian security landscape. And we are going to set up a company that would be supporting our sales here.
Yes.
We are looking for distribution, and we want to create a wide channel network to sell our products.
Do you? This is a question I do not ask oftenly, but do you have a plan for research and development (R&D) in Indonesia?
Yes, we would like to have it. This is why I said we are looking for technical people
Yes.
trained enough to start working with our team in Russia. We have the development team in St. Petersburg, Russia, so they are ready to guide those Indonesians who will join us.
Okay, so this is interesting because usually people sell antivirus in Indonesia. They do not have a plan for research and development in Indonesia.
And they're the leader. They did it since 1990 something.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
did it since year
the
2000.
product is was born in 1992.
1992. Yeah.
So 32 years of
32
experience.
years. Yeah. Okay, this is nice. Pak Alfon, apalagi yang bisa kita selain research and development gitu ya, training, apalagi yang dari Dr. Web ini yang
Dr. Web ini
Ya.
jagoan di Linux.
Oh, oke.
Jadi in Linux operating system,
Ya.
From my experience,
Ya.
the product range of Dr. Web is the most complete.
The most complete.
Most complete. So if you use Linux, then I think your top priority should be Dr. Web. They're very good in that.
I think all of the data center in Indonesia, maybe 99% using Linux.
Yeah, but they are not using antivirus software.
Yes, that's the main point because we think Linux is not don't have a virus threat, yeah. So, but the client is not using Linux.
The client and you can scan the traffic.
Yes.
And a lot of our company using Dr. Web for their Linux
SOC
software.
for
Yeah.
SOC. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Om Boris.
Svetlana.
Sama-sama. You should learn to speak Indonesian because actually it's easy.
Indonesian love Russia.
Indonesian language is easy. Yeah. Much easier than Russian. So we thank you for your interview today. Yeah. We are gratefully. I hope you have success in the future in Indonesia, and we hope also that our network is safe and secure, yeah, for our users. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sobat Kompor, demikian wawancara singkat kita dengan Om Boris dan Om Alfon dan saya lupa, I forgot, Pak.
Svetlana.
Svetlana, Tante Svetlana.
Thank you.
Terima kasih, kita akan akhiri wawancara acara kita hari ini sambil menunggu narasumber yang lain untuk ikut gabung di acara kompor di ID NOC 9.